Hi there, it's Glenn Cunningham from Real Estate Design for Seniors again. Today we want to talk about some of the ideas surrounding the fact that you 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 know where you're moving to, and now the next step is to sell your home. So once in a while I get a call from somebody that's going to move, and they've really decided on where they're going to move to. And often, being involved in this in the last number of years, often in that case, this may be people that are moving to a retirement residence, such as an Amica or a Chartwell, and we haven't had that opportunity to actually learn about each other and what each other do. So it's a little bit more of a what you might consider a cold introduction. So there's a few things that I'd like you to watch out for if you're into that kind of a situation, or you've just decided where you want to go and it's time to sell your home. It's always a good plan to get a couple of opinions of the value of your home, but also find someone who's familiar with your situation and in terms of older folks making such moves. We recommend that you find an agent who has made the effort to educate themselves, train themselves in the aspects of aging, and to understand all the complexities of making a move when you're aging. And remember that the highest value given by an agent is not necessarily always good advice. Sometimes if the price is too high, that can lead to a lot of extra stressors that you really don't need. Longer list times, more sporadic in terms of people coming to view the home. They come into the home, they're disappointed, and that disappoints you. The other side of it is if the price is too low, this can also cost you money, plain and simple. Now there is a tremendous amount of encouragement in some cases by agents to list the property really low so that they get the instant sale, multiple offers, and makes you feel like there's all kinds of people demanding your home. But I have some serious concerns sometimes about this kind of direction that agents go in regards to selling your home. I'm not always convinced that you've actually managed to get the best amount of dollars out of your house. Plus the fact there are some inherent concerns from banks, etc., and appraisers when it comes to that. If your house is listed much lower than the actual sale price, sometimes the homes don't appraise, which means sometimes they also don't close. Because what happens is an agent comes in, they've got a buyer, there's 7 other people that are trying to buy the house, there's all kinds of offers, everybody's excited, they take all the conditions out, they get the best price in there, you're excited, you've got a firm offer on your house, your agent tells you you're sold that night, on the way, and just get packed and get ready to go. And then a week later, 2 weeks later, you get a phone call saying, oh, they can't get their financing, or something has come up that they're unable to close the deal. Not a good plan, and certainly not the kind of day you were looking for. So this is the part where I blow my own horn a little bit, but we suggest that you look for somebody like ourselves, and that you check out the references and you check out our testimonials that are on our website. Go to our website, there's all kinds of information on there. Check out the services and how these plans can help you. Remember, somebody like myself that's helped seniors on a regular basis, we go through this process on a daily basis, and this is the first time you've probably ever done this in your life. Or you certainly have not done it for a long time, especially seniors. I find that we're dealing with today have been in their homes for 30, 40, 50 years and have not sold. Sometimes they've never sold a house. And so we do this on a regular basis. You're doing it for the first time, or first time in a very, very long time. And it is different to sell your home as a senior. And the reason for that is that there's so many variations and so many things that come into play in regards to your selling your home. Many cases, it's the first time that you may have sold your home without your spouse. And I think for those of us that have been married for a long time, we know that if we're honest about it, we do lean on our spouses quite a bit to have that conversation, to think things through, a sounding board. And if you don't have that, it makes quite a significant difference. And there's more need for some people like myself to have an understanding of what you're going through, give you the time and the space to work that out. Some people, there are mobility issues and health issues that we've got to take into consideration. And part of the training that we took relates to dealing with an understanding, not dealing with, but understanding how different mobility and health issues affect how people think and respond to things. There's also the issue of fear. And I've found this again through my experience in working with people, and especially, I'm going to say, especially the ladies. They're uncomfortable with people coming into their house, and because the world has changed so much, people have changed so much. In some cases, people have become a lot more aggressive, and that does not preclude the real estate community, I must say. And so, if you're uncomfortable in our situation, if you feel you're uncomfortable and you don't like the idea of people coming in when you're there by yourself, and you're not able to get out of the home for showings when people are coming through, we make sure that somebody is there to be there with you, not to do anything except sit and have a cup of tea and talk to you while people are going through your home, because it is somewhat disruptive in your life. And as I say, if you've got this bit of a fear thing going on, there's also the aspect of it. We don't particularly like when agents for buyers or buyers themselves start doing a lot of questioning and talking about things, because it is kind of the old story of you can talk yourself right out of a good deal. Anyway, that's part of it. One of the things that we wanted to talk to you about is being not shy about saying, hey, these are the things that concern me. Talk to us, because there's a real good chance I've run into it before. I've had so much experience in the last few years, and I'll tell you, it's not always fun, and it's not always, kind of comfortable, but I'm not adverse to those conversations at all. So just kind of staying on that same aspect of being uncomfortable with people around, and even for myself. If you are more comfortable with a family member being around for your meetings with me, or on other situations, and they're part of your decision making, for me, that's great. I encourage that completely. The thing I do encourage is, if someone is going to be involved, let's get them involved right from the beginning, so that whenever we're dealing with it, they understand the conversations that we've had, the decisions that we've made to lead up to where we're at, and then when we have to make final decisions. And basically what I'm saying is, we get a plan together, and they don't know what's going on, and they're not involved in what appointments you've had or what the feedback's been or anything like that, and then all of a sudden we get an offer on the table, and we call them up and ask them for their advice, and of course their advice is not informed advice that they're giving us back. Whereas if they're involved right from the get-go, they have an idea of what's going on. It also gives you an opportunity to express yourself to them as to what you actually want, because sometimes kids in particular aren't exactly in tune with what your thinking is, and that's something we do encourage as well. If you're going to have those advisors, just talk to them. Be upfront. Tell them what you really think, and for the most part, it usually works out to be the best way. We encourage, if there's a support system within your family, that's fantastic. Having said that, it is imperative that you understand that you, as a senior selling your home, you are the client. You are in control. I will not, in any way, shape, or form, make decisions with the family without your being involved in that, because as far as I'm concerned, you're the decision maker. They're only advising you on behalf of you, nothing to do with me. So here's one of the critical parts as far as I'm concerned that people miss out on so much. So it's really, really, really important. Use us. Use our service. Use the experience that we've got. We do this on an ongoing basis, and therefore we've gone through the process, and I'm not even going to be shy about saying we've made some mistakes as time goes on, but we've learned so much, and that's what experience really is all about, is finding out what works best and what doesn't work so well. And we've been through that for the last 6 years, and as I say, working pretty much exclusively with seniors. So we want to maximize your return, and at the same time, in many cases, save you months and months of stress, anxiety, confusion, frustration. I see this on such an ongoing basis, and it really does frustrate me in saying to people, just use the services that we have. Talk to us about the things that concern you, because there's a really good chance we've got an answer for it. Probably we've done it before, we've been there before, we've heard your concerns before. And as I say, as much as everybody's different, everybody's set of circumstances different, there's always similarities to something else that we've dealt with, whether it be somebody that's moving into a residence, in a family moving somebody into a long-term care, if it's a matter of we're just moving to a retirement residence in an adult lifestyle community. We've moved enough people that we have such a variety and understanding of where people come from, people in great health, people in somewhat decent health, and people who have had real serious issues. So we do have an understanding. Use our service. I'm not here to take